You clicked on the All Serious Subjects podcast.
Welcome.
That's Adam. I'm John. Adam's the voice that's not in front of the camera, but he's a voice that you want to hear. And a voice that I didn't know I wanted to hear talk about their real Paris home was Lenny Kravitz. How much do you know about Lenny Kravitz? Adam's not a very big music guy at all.
He sounds like a sauerkraut salesman. Like be versed in sausages and.
So describe to me what you think he looks like.
I think he looks like definitely balding, like a comb over sort of Mr. Peeps. What's his name? The creepy looking guy that had his own TV show that was surreal and disturbing. He'd have a pointy nose, definitely wearing probably corduroy suit. He'd have one of those flowers on his lapel, I don't even know, on his breast pocket that squirts water.
Do you know the song Fly Away? I wanna get away.
Yeah.
Wanna fly away.
Mr. Pee-wee? Is that it? Does that ring a bell?
Pee-wee Herman?
Yeah, that's it. That's the guy.
Sometimes, even though it's not for the betterment of the podcast, I like to let Adam just kind of think out his own thoughts, because it's just not a normal brainwave, the way his brain works isn't the same as yours or mine. He's all over there by himself in what they would call neurodivergent.
I'm in the corner.
So Lenny Kravitz.
Welcome to Hotel de Roxy.
So that's what you expected? Bell bottoms. It looks like platforms or some sort of weird shoe. That's a woman's shirt. It just has to be a woman's shirt.
I think it was my description to a T. That's a zebra cake.
Oh, dude, free feet. It's
called Hotel de Roxy. It's named after my mother because it was her dream to come live in Paris.
Dude, it sounds like a cleaning product.
Dude.
To retire after doing 11 seasons of The Jeffersons, and she never got to do it. So I'm doing it for both of us.
Just like the aesthetic he has and just the way that he talks. So he's wearing a teal leather jacket, and it's about up to his sternum, a little under. And he's got some crazy, again, women's sunglasses, it looks like, very big sunglasses inside. And he's showing some good titty, though. I like the side boob action.
It looks like he has breasts.
Yeah, he's got breasts.
He's not trans, is he?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But then there's...
no judges.
Then there's the bell bottoms, the aforementioned bell bottoms, and he's just Lenny Kravitz to every degree. Every box is checked. Just eccentric artist, but then he's just like, I'm over here in my chalet. I love the reason why I love this one is because it reminds me of my mother.
I love Lenny.
She always wanted to live in Paris and fuck models. So I'm living the dream for her.
And this place is a real gift. I've been in this house for 22 years now, but I've been in Paris my whole career.
Dude, the fact that that's probably some crazy price appreciation. 22 years he's had this crazy mansion.
Yeah, that's a good investment. I bet.
So we know from the last name he's at least sort of Jewish, and we can tell from his real estate portfolio. I love to be a Parisian Jew. I'll have me a fancy... I don't know why I make him British, but I feel like he's trying to be British.
My first album, Let Love Rule, came
Sex
out
Pistol
in '89.
energy.
Yeah.
They weren't quite sure how to market me in America.
They're like, you're just known as this sex symbol in Paris. We're like, Kravitz, how do we sell you to the American audience?
Cleavage.
Side boob. It's all in the side boob.
Because I didn't fit in a box. So they sent me to Paris. It's my favorite city in the world. It's just an inspiring place culturally, music, art,
art. He's so pretentious.
Hateful, but in a loving way.
Honestly, I just love sitting outside of a coffee shop and getting called the N-word, smoking a cigarette. It's quite
to the vibe.
invigorating. Nothing makes me more of an artiste.
Fashion, cuisine, it's got it all. I love Paris, but I love this house. And I walk through
I wish I want to know if he speaks French. It would be so funny if he just doesn't speak any French. He's been there for like 25 years.
Dude, I would bet money he only knows like oui oui.
He knows just the phrases and that's it.
Yeah.
And then he goes into America and he's like, so this one is called Sauvignon Blanc. And that means
I don't know.
when I was in Bordeaux.
We drank Bordeaux.
Bordeaux Reds, as you do. But you wouldn't know that unless you go to France.
front door into this entry, and I knew I was.
This house is very old school, grand, and kind of cool. I don't like all of his furniture, but the house itself, pretty sick.
At home. This place was made to make music in. It's got the most beautiful reverb. As you can hear, I got the opportunity to work with Steinway.
And they asked me if I wanted payment in sex slaves. I told them I already have enough in the basement of my Parisian mansion. I just need the piano. It'll sit next to this grate so you can hear the screams from the basement.
And I designed this grand piano a few years ago.
It's basically him, dude.
And
Yeah,
it's a
it's like
piece
I'm
that
there.
I'm really proud of. I wanted to use an African form for the piano and blend the two styles of European design and African design. And I designed it for this space. The legs, as you can see, are hand carved. And all
Out
of
of
the
real
design
African
started with the
legs.
design of the legs.
This is an aggregate of 40 African femurs. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful how polished it comes out?
African ebony, I call it.
It has like a bunch of like Black History shit on his walls and stuff.
I mean African ivory.
It'd be so like just the funniest thing is like the opposite of it. Like people are like, I'm black and I'm proud is like a thing that you can say, but if you say like I'm white and I'm proud, that's basically the KKK thing. Like we're
Yeah.
watching Clayton Bigsby and you're saying white power.
Right.
Basically that.
We got swastika'd. We're basically those monks, those Hindu monks.
It's just like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like I'm proud to be white. Wait, that again. Wait, And he was like, I just like to celebrate like white artists. It's like,
Like male-owned coffee shops.
dude, yes, I only support straight white men owned coffee shops. I love to support a business owned by a straight white man. It's the only way I know the business is being done properly. I like to know where the money's going is a good cause, somebody that likes things similar to me.
Support my people.
Oh, dude, that's so good, dude. This is like we got to start a business and be like, this is a 100% straight white man.
Right? Honestly, it has legs. Be a pretty fun cafe take.
There's so many ones where it's just black owned, woman owned and stuff. And you're just like, okay.
Right. Oh yeah, we have to put like a extra like not like in parentheses not trans either.
Not trans either. And not indigenously friendly either. If like somebody a native comes,
It's mildly racist.
no, you're gonna be like, get off my land. You immediately shoo him with a I don't know.
Yeah. What
The
would we shoot
arrowhead?
with? Yeah. Some pointy sticks.
Right, just a pointy stick. Like, get out of here.
Shoot.
This is my land. Sorry, guys. There was an invasion of savages.
Right. Just straight white fantasies as well.
Straight white.
Don't worry about it.
Is like Lenny Kravitz just like saying they just support I like to support black artists with it. It's like I just love to support white artists. Anything that's white.
Just a big fan of the white. The white culture.
Yeah, the white stripes, cocaine.
Yeah. Honestly, the one claim we have that doesn't suck is the white stripes.
No, you're just like, I mean, best straight white guys do it better, dude. Even with rapping, Eminem, come on,
right?
Just like
you just do it better. White's better.
Best chefs,
yeah,
straight white dudes.
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain, Andrew Zimmerman.
Wait, okay.
Emerald, Emirati.
Dude, when you said that, I thought you were saying George Zimmerman, the guy that killed Trayvon Martin. And it didn't click in my head right away.
Yeah, he whips up justice, dude.
He got beat up by a fucking kid in a fair fight and pulls. He's like, time to serve up justice. It's a dish best served cold. And he fucking does what he did. You know,
just teaches a kid a lesson. You know.
How dare you have Skittles in Arizona in my neighborhood? It's a
you look dangerous. And then I looked in the mirror.
And I knew I'm the danger here. Guy's got like full Batman. He's just Mexican Batman. It's like, hey,
dude,
get out of my neighborhood. We don't like your kind around here. I'm El Batman.
Get a taste of my batarang.
He's just like got like a sombrero, but the bat horns go through it. Still like,
yeah, that'd be sick.
Alfred's Alfredo.
Does Batman have a love interest?
I can't remember the Rachel.
Racello. That's what Italian. We just ate Italian food. I can't help it.
We just ate Italian food. He was talking about 24 hours ago.
Yeah, that's true.
So what was this going on with Lenny Kravitz?
He's got tits, dude. He has like nice tits. You can't tell me he doesn't have nice
dude,
tits.
He's got pecs, dude. That's literally what that is.
Oh, really? Actually?
Yeah.
It's just
Adam's it's so foreign to Adam. Yeah. The idea of having defined pec muscles. He's just like, that man has breasts. And he's just looking at a guy that can for sure lift more than him.
Fuck.
Actually,
those are suckable.
How tall is Lenny Kravitz?
He looks 5'11".
5'9". Fuck. No, he was wearing lifts, dude. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
5'8.5", apparently. About 160, according to Pinterest.
Pinterest is a reliable source.
But, dude, there's his tits, dude.
Damn.
He's just ripped.
Yeah.
Adam's just stupid.
Yeah, I just have bad taste.
He's got tits, but like then you just see him shirtless. He's like completely just fucking six pack.
There's like some kind of optical illusion going on with his like V-neck, like his V-neck jacket or whatever, because they look plump and suckable, you know.
Dude, Adam's just realizing his love for fucking Lenny Kravitz. He's not even interested in the house anymore.
Right.
He's just thinking about Lenny Kravitz's luscious, suckable Hershey's Kiss nipples. You know, he's just talking about that. That's what he's talking about right now. Is he's just like, I've always just wanted a man to come into this lounge and suck on my titties, and it's great. I love having my titties sucked on by
Lenny Kravitz.
No, you were sucking on his dude. Adam
hell yeah.
forgets his own fucking thing. It was all about you sucking his tits. I was saying.
Sorry, I was distracted by thinking about sucking his tits.
Sorry, I couldn't riff with you about sucking on Lenny Kravitz's tits. I was too busy thinking about sucking on. Just straight white fantasies. That's what it is, dude. Straight white fantasies yet again, dude.
All right, if I had one of those statues, it'd be racist.
The way you said that, I wasn't sure if you're just saying it would just be a racist statue, not that it would be racist for you to have the statue.
That's a good question.
Like, as in, like, you're just... No, I'm now thinking of just a fucking Hitler statue in like, your foyer. Right. It's like, oh, yeah, I just like to have a nice structured ambiance, and there's nothing more structured than the Nazi regime.
It's true. It's pretty structured.
Maybe the Japanese is the only one. Like in the World War II, the only reason why they didn't get rid of, they were gonna like kill Emperor Hirohito, but they were like, that'll just fuck up the Japanese like populace. It's just not. And then where are we gonna get our TVs from?
Right. Because it's a good call.
That was back then, guys. That was in like the 60s, 70s stuff like, and then the Japanese boom.
They're doing much better nowadays. Well, not as good as they were, but it's fine.
Like the first like ultra billionaires were in the 90s were Japanese like tycoons.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like in the late 80s and whatnot. Yeah.
Probably like Yakuza or something. I don't even know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just like
Yakuza.
Yeah. What do you think Lenny Kravitz thinks about the Yakuza?
I think he thinks they're pretty hype. He's hype on the Yakuza.
With the black and white stuff, I think so. It's just like, it's about the culture.
Then it's not working.
I really think that it's best if everything's black and white, because that's what the world is. It's either black or it's white.
Mm-hmm.
Just more racist shit. He needs like, I get that there's greenery on the outside and that's the color that comes in, but there's no color in most of these rooms, which is
right. It's very flat.
Yeah, there's a little. I like the wood on the floors, but just need something else.
A little poppy.
He's sitting in a wicker chair that he's probably super stoked on. He's like, I love this chair. I got it at a thrift store. It's just pictures of black people and just us just having pictures of just famous white people. Oh, random white people's even funnier, dude.
This is Farmer Johnson.
I think he paid his taxes every year he was alive, so that's great white behavior. Just an upstanding white man.
Right. Can only get that kind of behavior from a white man.
Not a single speeding ticket. Only a couple of warnings.
Naturally. Just like, 18 warnings.
I think we should move on to straight white guys talking.
Yes, about time, dude.
Drake Bell opens up about abuse on set.
What?
Have you heard? Did you not hear about that?
No, yeah, I did.
Okay. Because like it was these guys like resented each other for a while. There was like a whole drama where Drake was not necessarily in his right mind because of stuff, and I think Josh had his own problems, but Josh was like trying to distance himself, especially when like there was allegations against Drake. And he was like, I was diddled pretty hard by a guy with the same last name as Josh. It was another Peck.
It's hecked up.
So like he was out there. I wonder if Drake was trying to tell Josh, but he was just over there at the craft services table, just pounding down fucking food. He was like, "Oh, that's interesting. You got."
Hold that thought. I gotta get more hot dogs. Track down the waiter.
Oh, we're so unlikable.
Right.
Watching the documentary and sort of what you were brave enough to share and to explain, which I could never have known at that age, was all the things you were going through and facing.
Yeah.
And
dude, Drake's hair is too perfect.
It really is. Drake's a cutie. I can see why.
You're like, dude, what do you think they're gonna? You think they're fat Josh Peck, dude? He didn't get hot until after the show. He was
right. The show was over. He was too old. The R word.
Oh, dude, I'm saying it. We can just bleep it out. I'll do it. Whatever, dude. It's just
a little.
I won't bleep out when you say it. Yeah. So Josh was just getting blasted in his makeup trailer.
Yeah, like,
and then
genuinely.
I just imagine again just Josh playing like PlayStation 2 eating pizzas.
Why are you so mad?
Like, I don't get it, dude. You get to play the hot guy in the thing that gets all the girls and stuff. I'm just fat.
I'm just fat Josh.
I'm just fat Josh Peck, dude. Spherical.
Dude, that game console was hype. I was hyped for it as a kid, and I knew it wasn't even real. It's like, I want that shit.
I really wanted to try the Peruvian puff pepper.
Oh, yeah, that too.
From South America.
God, yeah.
That's South America. All right.
And because for the most part it wasn't shared with me, this separation.
For the most part,
I walked in on you once, but I didn't think anything of it.
I just thought you loved chugging cock.
Just thought, wow, that's what being the hot kid gets you.
Dude, you just can't stop getting laid, dude.
Like, wow, I get it. I get it. Slam the door.
Dude, you're going to just be having your hand in the fucking air. I see you, Adam just waving his hand around. You're going to see the emphatic Adam.
Oh, Josh.
Oh, Josh.
Started between us.
It's interesting, like, as we talk about our relationship,
how I was getting the whole time.
It's almost as if we didn't have one, because you couldn't see this, just overt, like me getting on a hourly basis.
We didn't hang out much, and like, you know, when I was around, it was like either on set doing the lines or behind scenes, get my holes plugged, getting airtight by fucking the whatever the script supervisor guy and Dan, whatever his name was, Schneider.
Yeah, Schneider. That's what I said.
That's the Barstool guy. And he's like the guy that owns Barstool and eats pizzas and stuff. I don't even think the age like lines up. He's closer to these guys' age. He'd be like just 7 years older, just like maybe like.
Oh my god. Yeah, he just reviews
it's Dave
a bunch of pizza, right?
Dave Portnoy is his name.
He like gives away free pizzas or something.
Yeah, that's his thing. He gives away free in Josh or trick.
You gotta, you know, the like morality. You gotta keep the scales even.
We are 23 seconds in.
You know, from Drake and from Amanda's show, you know.
Fuck yeah.
And
lobsters.
I don't know if this is like just because, you know, we've made a lot of bad choices in our lives, or if it's just from trauma. But
yeah,
I have a lot of trouble remembering a lot of things.
Fair.
And things come back as people say things, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. Oh my
I was all those times. I almost forgot until you reminded me. That's so funny. Everybody just wanting to like interview him about like, so tell me about how it was being a kid getting butt fucked.
Right.
Like, I don't even know if he was, by the way. All this is just
we could probably.
gosh, I remember that. Like, you know,
Did it
I was
feel
talking
good?
to you. Remember Jill? Remember my girlfriend Jill?
Yeah, ex-girlfriend.
I was talking to her the other day, and you know, she had mentioned she had like there's something that I do just for.
I beat her relentlessly, and I forgot about it, and she reminded me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that was me. Okay.
Remind me to do
Like-
that again,
like-
bitch.
for comfort as an adult, and she mentioned something, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's why I do like that, like, you know. So sometimes things come back. But what I was saying was from Amanda's show, that was the time when we were hanging out.
Didn't get
And like going bowling and like staying at each other's places, and you come to my mom's house and like we do that. And then as
we fuck your
that
mom.
big break between Drake and Josh and Amanda's show is when I told my mom what was going on. We went to the police, the investigation, all of the stuff that you saw in the documentary. That was when all of that was going on. And then when we shot the pilot, we were in the middle of the investigation, but nobody had known anything because Brian hadn't been arrested.
Right.
So I had to come back from where, like the Amanda show, where the dude was, where the abuse was happening. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, don't make me say it, dude. That was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, right. Felt that.
Worst part about it being that was my having you know, having the monster in your own in your safe place. You know, it's like that's the only place I feel comfortable is when I get to set and hang out with you guys, and we go goof around and put on our masks and wigs and makeup and, you know, make people laugh and slide around and get dirty. Like that's where I feel safe.
What?
safe, but it's like it sucks because it's
get
like
dirty, you know.
that, like
Slide around.
you know,
Slide around.
Yeah. Nowhere.
my house
safe.
isn't where I feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, at home. I mean, I did. I mean, I didn't have like abusive parents or anything. You know, I had a difficult, you know, divorced parents, whatever. But still, where I felt most comfortable, where I was the happiest, was when I was on set with you guys. And the worst part was every day I got there,
I'd get a dick in my ass, dude. Like, I'm just going to work. I'm a kid, dude. I was like, is this why everyone's complaining about 9 to 5, dude? You just fucking traffic all day on the 405, and then you get there, and it's just a dick in your ass in your mouth. Jesus.
there was the monster was there, you know? And so that was the worst. So now
Cock
there's this
monster.
whole break.
That's what he had him saved in his phone as.
I go into the most insane, just mental breaks and just everything that were the investigation, and it's crazy, you know. And then we do the pilot because he hadn't been arrested when we did the pilot.
And we're like 14.
Yeah, and so now I'm coming back. He hasn't been arrested, and I don't know if you remember, but he came and visited during the pilot, and I got him, and I made sure, and that was an issue, but I still had to play like, like, hey, cool, whatever, like,
Wow.
You're about to get arrested, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't even know, and he's like walking around set like during the pilot, and so now I haven't really like vocalized this or thought about this really, but when I think talking about a relationship is triggered this like thought. He's like, now I'm entering the Drake and Josh phase where we should be like, bro, like partners, like this is our time, like let's be in this together, let's like, you know, this is just the first step, like first it's just
He's rambling.
Yeah. Josh's mouth is agape.
Because you don't want to, like, he's talking about his stuff, dude. It's kind of hard to.
That'd be hard to talk about. I mean,
he shoes up one day,
You want to interrupt you? Like, let him talk.
yeah.
strolling onto set, walking around, everyone's talking, and
I love his impression. He's walking around, dude. You know how he did. That big dick energy.
I'm sitting there going,
God, do I?
none of you have any idea what is in process right now.
He's still just talking about the same thing still? Oh, most viewed part?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is kind of
strange.
the story for
Yeah, everywhere that
which is kind
strange.
of the story for
Yeah.
people like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was gone,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know anything except I had a feeling something happened. And I remember we're in the car. It was you, me, and Jill. And I said, "You still talk to Brian?" And you just looked at me like, "No, Brian's a really bad guy." And I remember thinking, "Gotcha." And it was all that I needed to know. And I didn't know anything more than that, but I was like, that's clear.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
He's like 15 at the time, by the way. And he's just like, I don't want to talk about this, dude. Oh, my friends at school are going to call me gay for getting
Right. Probably.
I wasn't
like
talking to
early mid 2000s, so almost guaranteed. When did Drake get diddled?
And Josh come out 2004, yeah.
Nice. God, what a just our period piece, you know?
Yeah,
Just
dude.
Our claim to fame.
Final episode 2007.
There's
This was
a
like-
movie.
Yeah, I remember that. The movie,
Sucked, right?
yeah, it was whatever. They were like in LA or something. But this show ruled.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like 9 when I came. It was like the perfect time. I was like, yo, dude, I love that Nickelodeon show.
That Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I didn't watch it as much, but I did watch it.
It's so good. It still holds up. Still holds up.
What did I watch? I watched a lot of History Channel.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Sergeant Gunny.
No, it was Modern Marvels, and then like
good stuff.
just like the random. It was like before everything was just Ancient Aliens
Random like pawn
and
shop.
and swamp monsters or whatever the fuck they call it. There's
Finding Bigfoot.
oh no, is history
That show is physically painful to
channel
watch.
Swamp Show, Swamp People,
Oh my god, yeah.
Swamp People.
The fucking Bayou guy with a thick accent.
Is that still on TV? Are you fucking kidding me?
God, please tell me that's not true.
Which swamp person died? What did Troy Landon get busted for? Failure to tag an alligator. That's the most swamp person.
I got so fat off all this gumbo.
244 episodes.
It's too many.
First day, 2010. So yeah, that was. So that's when it started to get shitty. So like middle school time for me, I was big into History Channel, and then it kind of fell off. And I would watch a little bit of it.
Yeah.
At that time, Swamp People time. But like when it's Swamp People come on, changes the channel.
Yeah, immediate change. The Discovery Channel was a good go-to, and I think Discovery also fell off, but it fell off like a good 4 years after the History Channel. I feel like, I don't know. Don't quote me, but Mythbusters. God,
let's hear more about this Drake.
To people like that,
Fuck
like
yeah.
I think
are.
because we were so close that I was like, you're one of the cats that like I'm not gonna maybe divulge, but like you need to know now that that's not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was months after this, I got a text from someone who worked on the show saying, Brian's arrested.
Wow.
He's going to jail. And I think through my simple teenager mind, I just thought, oh, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank God.
What was his charges? There he is.
What a cutie.
Known for The Return of the Living Dead and being a registered sex offender.
Known for this bad movie and kid.
Yeah, just his victim Drake Bell, and just like gives his link to his Wikipedia page. Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
It says lewd act upon a child 14 or 15 by a person 26 or older. That's so specific. What? How is that? Oh, whatever.
Gross.
Oral capitulation of a person under 16. Gross.
Huh.
They made it sound really gross.
Yeah. That's impressive.
But 16 months is all he got. 11 counts of sexual misconduct.
I mean, that's just part of business.
Convicted on 2 counts. Okay.
God.
Oh, sodomy was one of the charges. So, yeah. Attempted sodomy. Jesus Christ. By penetration by foreign object. Jesus Christ. It's all the things we thought.
Yeah.
Oral capitulation by anesthesia or controlled substance.
Oh, God. 16 months. 16 months, really.
Yep.
Just, that's when you start to pray for more Luigi's out there, you know? You know what I'm saying.
After his arrest, many high-profile professionals from the film and television industry wrote letters of support for him. Of the 40 individuals who voiced support and asked the judge for leniency on his behalf, there are James Marsden. Don't know who this guy is, but he's from Saved by the Bell and Touched by an Angel and Party of Five.
Dude, that wasn't an angel. That was Brian Peck.
Kimmy Robertson on Twin Peaks. Wow. Okay. So these are all pieces of shit, by the way, that were defending. These are the people that were saying, hey, the guy that like heinously did all this stuff to Drake Bell, pretty cool guy. You should probably be like 16 months is enough.
Piss defenders.
Mad TV guy. That's fun. Alan Thicke. I think this is the guy from, is it? Yeah. Father Robin Thicke. That's good. Who's also the Blurred Lines guy, if you remember that song.
No.
Adam just doesn't remember anything. Jonah Kearns from Growing Pains. The guy's name is Ryder King Strong, dude. Whoever named this guy, the parents of this guy should seriously like fucking themselves right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I could say that on YouTube either.
I want my son to have the biggest, coolest, strongest name. Sergeant Death McMuffin. He's never gonna get made fun of.
His name's Big Dick. Ryder fucking King Strong.
Like back in the day, Big Dick could have been a sick name, you know?
Hell yeah, brother.
There goes Big Dick. You know, before Dick meant like dick.
In 2024, a bunch of these people apologized for their support after it came out.
Oopsie.
And like everybody was like, "Yeah, dude, this guy was terrible." And they're like, they were misled by Peck, and they told them it was one time, and the victim was almost 18. They're like, "That's fine."
Jesus.
They're
almost not a kid.
I like literally only one time this kid, dude. And they're like, "Oh, that's not that bad." They're like, "You didn't tell me you did it a bunch." Like,
he only said he was a rapist and rapist. Like,
yeah, he just said he was a gay rapist pedophile, dude. That's all he said. And I was like, well, I mean, that's fine, dude. Just as long as it was the one time. Did you get it out of your system?
Oh man, that's crazy. Like, imagine how warped and just shitty you have to be to think that's a valid excuse.
The documentary, by the way, released on Discovery Channel.
Hey, there we go. Maybe they're making a comeback. Hell yeah. I think they brought Discovery. I think they brought back Mythbusters for a second. Like a season or something. Could be making that up.
No, I think they did.
Nice.
An open secret is just such a bad thing about like just the child abuse in the film industry.
Yeah,
like everyone knows about it, and then there's just these people like, I mean, he's a good guy. He just one time a kid, dude. Like,
such a good guy. He's so happy.
Oh man, I think
brightens the room, you know.
Every time he comes in, he like gives gifts, and it's not just like, you know, his penis and like drugs to sedate you to give him his penis,
which is selfless and a gift, you know.
What a guy.
Just given.
God, he's going to jail. Good, like,
For
and it's only in watching
months.
the doc that
the
I
judge is like, based on 40 accounts of he's a nice guy.
He'll be out before you're 18 years old.
To do it all again.
He'll be out before you're 18.
God, that's horrible. It's like, why even try?
In 2005, he was released. Drake Bell was born in 86. So he was 19-ish. So, okay, finally, he can do it legally. Like, Jesus Christ.
That just him being put to justice, which thank God he was and deserved.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was not justice.
I don't think they know what justice is. That was the quickest I've ever been like.
He was punished, yes. What, did the punishment fit the crime? No, that would be justice, right?
Yeah. No, we're pretty far away from what I would call justice here.
Yeah, he should still be in jail, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah. No, 20 more years. Yeah. If you got 21 years for
systematically drugging and being a kid, and like, yeah.
Well, yeah. And like when people are talking about positions of power and stuff, they're like, that's like it was a very cut and dry example. Yeah. Of somebody taking advantage of somebody in a vulnerable position.
This is the only one we know about, too. Like, not a chance that's his first rodeo.
Oh, right.
Like, fuck. God. Ugh.
This is like the people write other letters and stuff because it happens again for some reason. Like, well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Like, it just happened again. They're just like, oh man, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. I'm writing these apology letters to a two-time convicted.
Right, it's just he's such a nice guy though.
The baked ziti he makes for the potlucks, incredible. Mm-hmm. Like I'm telling you, you should have his pierogies handmade. It's his grandma's recipe.
His grandma's.
Like it's
Incredible.
It's insane, dude. The smash burgers that we used to have at Brian Peck's house really make up for the kid. Like, you should.
Never would have guessed. Like, it was just like a little, like, it was a little.
Dude, it was
like,
just
have you had
one,
a smash burger?
it was one time. He said he was almost 18.
Almost not a kid, dude.
It's like 15 is almost 18, dude. It's really far from 3. And they're like, that is true.
What's 3 years when you're my age, 47, you know?
That's the thing I didn't look up. How I think he said said he was 60, so he was probably like 35 at least or something. Like he's 60 now.
Okay, I see.
So he's like in his 30s or so.
Oh, gross. Was that even more gross? It's more relatable, I guess. That sounds bad. Life
Adam
lesson.
just saw my reaction to realize what he said was fucked up.
You never want to say something that a rapist does is relatable.
Adam just does this shit all the time, and he had a flub when ordering a drink at dinner. He wanted to get an Italian soda, and he wanted to get the flavor of blood orange, and he asked for Italian blood soda. And the way that, like, I saw the panic in his eyes, and people were like, Adam, did you do that on purpose? You're like, yeah. He at least, it wasn't like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, because you could have done that. And at least, like, your girlfriend would have been like, yeah, for sure. I believe him.
Right.
But only me, like, there, it was just, no, dude, that was a real Adam fuck up. I podcast with him, okay? I hear him talk.
Right.
He can read out loud. He's a smart guy, but sometimes there's a short circuit, and he just forgot what his order was, and he didn't want to look at the menu again, and he just word jumbled the ones he did remember.
I hope that wasn't racist.
Do you guys have Italian blood soda? The server laughed immediately. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was objectively funny.
Good sport, that one.
We were talking about Drake getting pounded.
Deserve to go longer. But, like, what about you?
Yeah.
What about the trauma you endured?
Yeah.
It's so much deeper. It's so much more unacceptable.
Oh, hell yeah, it was deeper. All right, I'm done.
High five.
I'm done making jokes at the expense of fucking Drake Bell being. Is there anything else in here? Like, what's?
And I mean, it got to be this whole thing of like, wait, but no, he's the bad guy. You should be over here.
I know he's the bad guy, Drake. Please tell me more.
The way that he doesn't know how to tell a story.
No.
So rookie cop instantly destroys his own car during chase.
Ooh.
Check out these 2 Columbus incidents involving cars.
I saw it said Columbus too, and I was immediately in. Adam and I used to live in Columbus.
Heck yeah,
Columbus, Ohio.
Kids and crimes.
Let go of the child right now. Let go of the child.
On February 3rd, 2025, officers in Columbus, Ohio received a call about a woman who was carjacked at gunpoint.
Is it like the Leiden or Layden part, whatever, on the other side of the state highway? You know what I'm talking about?
No. I only had a bike during this time in my life.
It's
the Scioto River.
So there's this state highway. This one. Wait, no, it's not the state highway then. It's 71. What's this one called? Olentangy Highway. There's no like fucking. There's no like. Yeah, Olentangy Freeway. It always fucked it up because whenever they would have Ohio State football games, they'd just close down like a lot of the exits, and it pissed me off.
Yeah, that was the worst.
But this area, Linden, North Linden. I was gonna guess it's in the North Linden area. This is known to be where they keep a lot of the poor people. Is right here.
Nice.
And then I think somewhere like it's as far south. Yeah, Obetz. I think there's like a water treatment plant over here.
We love clean water.
It's like a sewage treatment, I should say, actually.
We love the smell of sewage getting treated.
Yeah. So I think isn't it?
Probably a lot of poor people over there too, huh?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, here it is, I think. Some shit like this, maybe? No?
Hell yeah.
It's just construction shit. It's like a bunch of whatever, dude. None of this is important. I'm stupid and I'm sorry. I was just gonna say this is where we got Popeyes.
Unknown clothing with a 33, held the female gunpoint.
Jesus.
Last seen hitting on the flock cameras at Cassidy and Belmar, going southbound at 210.
What officers didn't know was that the armed carjacker was only 16 years old.
Okay, just pulled into the UDF gas station.
Ooh. Great hungover 2 a.m. milkshakes.
Dude.
At UDF.
I would get them not hungover after closing a shift at Chipotle in my college town. Just fucking walk there with our buddy Weaver and get the True Moo cookie dough or whatever it is, the blue moo cookie dough. That's it. Blue Moo.
Sounds incredible.
He's right in there.
Prisoners, you don't back out.
They might have missed him if he wasn't driving like an asshole.
Mm-hmm. They have a fender coming off. It's a white Honda HR-V, I think. So basically a stilted up Honda Civic. They're ripping it.
Can I get what? 183.
Oh, it's the Broadway Shopping Center. Let's look that up. It's going to pay off really good if it's like exactly. Oh, it's Grove City. It's over here. This is even on the other side. This is even less Columbus.
It all looks the same.
It's not even Columbus, though. Grove City's not Columbus. But also on this side, Hilltop, this whole area is not affluent.
Dang.
Upper Arlington, super affluent.
I think I rode my bike through there once and it felt unsafe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to get past, I think, is the science whatever here. Yeah. Costs. Science Museum, yeah.
So scientific.
Then if you go past here, it starts to be like, oh, what? There's like a thing. You're like, okay, there's somebody who made an apartment building here. That's cool. And then like you keep going. You're just like, West Gay Street. What's going on here?
Why there's so
I
many
think they're
needles?
trying to. Yeah, you can see they have like a brewery here and a tavern there. So maybe the gentrification has started because look at that.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, if you keep going though.
Oh God.
And then if we got like 5 years back.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. God, dude, this is the most Ohio shit.
Yeah. God bless.
So green, but then just like so brown. Oh yeah, I definitely clicked underneath the highway, dude. I'm gonna just fucking.
Google just keeps getting worse and worse.
I got it.
No competition does that to you.
Was this at gunpoint?
738 firm.
Hey, be advised, Grove City says the car that was struck said somebody was shooting out of the vehicle.
Oh, fun.
738 behind them.
Just like GTA.
Continuing on southwest.
He'll probably get out of prison in time for GTA to release. GTA 6.
Yeah, just in time, probably. 10, 12, 15 years. Should just raped a kid and then it would have been 16 months.
Right?
He just got it. Be advised.
God. You just can't make that shit up.
It's going slow enough. Don't be afraid to
Oh.
How'd he fuck up that badly?
It's like you in the racing sim, dude.
Yeah, honestly. Maybe it like broke his wheel or something.
No, he just fucked up this turn because he's an idiot. So watch him come into this. And he approaches this it's a three-way intersection. He's making a left turn. He has a good angle on it, but I think he tries to pit this HR. Oh, it's the HRV. I was right. He tries to pit this Honda, and he doesn't. Made in Marysville, I bet, just down the road, and misses it really bad.
Yeah, just
trying to make that movement, expecting that he's going to hit that other car, right?
Yeah.
And because he does that, as he's trying to make this left turn, he's doing it right into this fucking curb. Then, once that happens, he's trying to overcorrect it still because he's like all the way locked left, and then he just fucked that wheel. So I bet he busted a tie rod, so his steering in the right wheel no longer works.
Right.
He's jacked lock all the way left and probably nervous. It's his rookie cop, so he's just foot on the gas still. Gasses it into the fucking other curb, just pinballs between curbs, and then just runs this one, blows a tire instantly. Oh, dude, please show me the other cop. No! Is this it? No, show me the other cop's vantage point of him fucking up. Which one was the rookie cop, dude?
Right.
So this one is just the cop that was, I assume, behind him. These guys don't give a fuck. I'm glad I moved, I guess. Because if someone like else was there, it just doesn't matter. Someone else's car ends up getting hit in collateral damage, at least one other car. I think potentially two, maybe even three. But they get into a little bit of traffic at a light, trying to get around traffic. They're just stopped a little bit, about to approach the over the double yellow, but another car is coming through. So they have nowhere to go currently. The cop is braking. He's saying brakes. He's saying brakes as if it makes them work better, right?
Right.
So let's listen to it real quick.
Brakes.
Airbags deploy, by the way. He was not. You would hear like it locking. You know what I mean? Like you'd hear like the tires skirting more.
Yeah.
He wasn't fully depressed on the brake pedal.
No, it doesn't look like he was even trying.
He's just saying it for plausible deniability.
Yeah, right.
So he could just ram into this and just end it early. And yeah, he fucks up the car, not only in front of him, that was the person they were chasing, but the car in front of them. And then maybe they continued into the car in front of them, and they might have swiped the car that was just trying to go to fucking CVS. It's like around the corner. And then they squeezed through oh yeah, they fucked him up big time. Yeah, this car here.
Oh yeah.
Using Google Earth, we can estimate
but they rear-ended the guy, so he just makes a clean getaway.
Vehicle drove 185 feet in 2 2/3 of a second.
They totaled their car, so they can't chase him. That's hilarious.
For a speed of 47 miles per hour at the moment of impact.
Dude, he was going 47 at the moment of impact, is what he said.
Damn.
He was, oh man, that's a solid impact. I've never even gotten close to hitting something at that speed.
The suspect continued south
at the Jolly Pirate Donuts
for another mile before crashing the car in the middle of Broadway. He then fled east on foot, but not before a police helicopter spotted him and updated the other officers on his location.
Okay.
He's in the blue dumpster! He's in the blue dumpster! Go that way! Columbus Police!
Oscar the Grouch over here.
Empty hands! Buddy, I got you by the block. Columbus Police!
C-Bus Popo. Can you imagine?
Get out of the dumpster! Look at that love story right there.
Yeah, right.
Can we zoom in on this guy's face here?
Yeah, the 1,000-yard stare. It looks like a Saturday Night Live skit.
It won't let me do it. Never mind. I just want to. We got this.
How to zoom in Windows 10.
Oh. But I actually want this whole thing here.
New profile pic. It's me and the boys.
Save.
Get that frame, dude.
Right next to gay.
Columbus Police!
The nod.
The reason why they do that, by the way, is to like let them know that they're there and stuff.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. It's
just emotionally, I'm here for you.
No, it's because they have their guns drawn. They don't want to get people in crossfire.
Right.
Oh, letting in a dog into the dumpster to find his ass in there on 4-wheel drive. They let a lady cop here. Everybody's just yelling, hands! As soon as he put his hands, they're like, hands!
Feet.
And then our favorite cop, look where he's at. And then he's making another hand on the shoulder technique.
No, he just likes touching people.
I think she's not doing it.
Hoover, give him commands.
What? I can't hear you over the dogs barking and shit. Is there more? Fuck you guys. Oh, yes, there's another one.
5. An officer with the Columbus, Ohio Police Department was leaving a residence when he noticed a vehicle parked on the sidewalk. What should have been a simple conversation devolved into chaos with a toddler caught in the middle.
Jesus Christ.
It's always the toddlers.
Yeah, you guys got to move that. Yeah, the car, you got to move that. You got to move the car. All right, give me a moment. Absolutely.
And they're just asking for it at that point.
I'll be over there in a second, my man.
It's like being nice. Like, hey, you can't park on the sidewalk.
One, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4.
369, damn she's fine. Second to me one more time.
It's
Get low.
31A. She's there. Talk to parents. Can you put me out at 1400 on a Parker? I'll give you the plate in a second.
Give me a 32 on a jelly Jonah and
No, man. Like, but the attitude and everything like that. For that, you are gonna get a Parker. Go ahead and do it, man. I will. Go ahead and do it. James, go ahead and do it. Get out the street. You ain't gonna tell me to get out the street. I'm telling you, get out the street right now. Don't put your hands on me. Get out of the street. Get out of the street. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me, fool. Baby. Get your hands off of me. Hey. Get your hands off of me. What are you doing? Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your fucking hands off of me. I'm gonna put you down. Hold your hands off of me.
Yeah, dude, the license plate is completely covered.
Get your hands off of me. Hold the kid, or I'm gonna put him down. Get your hands off of me. You're under arrest. For what? I'm recording you. You're pushing up again.
Dude, I love when people, we don't have to watch the rest of this because it's going to be really sad. But when people are so stupid, they think that they can just talk shit to the police while doing something illegal, while doing another thing illegal, and then continue to talk shit and then be like, I'm recording you. You're going to be so found out for like being like aggressive and stuff. It's like, you're the asshole. 100% it's this guy. Yeah. He's literally doesn't have a license plate. It's completely covered. He's being a dick for no reason. Yeah. He doesn't need to be parked there. There's a spot just up there maybe. He's like, hey, dude, just move your car. I'm like, hey, oh, sorry, really quick and stuff. I'm trying not to be in the way for if the bus comes because it's a bus fucking stop that he's in front of. He could have just gotten but instead.
I'm recording you.
I'm recording you. What's the reason? I'm not letting go of my child. Help.
Just sent himself to jail.
Cell phone footage posted to mom's Facebook.
Get your child. Get your child. I need a supervisor. Get your child. I need your supervisor.
I need a manager. Let me speak to your manager.
He's using his kid as a bargaining chip, by the way. Instead of getting his kid out of harm's way, which he could do by handing it to his wife, significant other, mother, whatever. He's just being like, no, I won't do it. Get your hands off me. I'm recording you. Like, that's just not the way to go about it.
What a piece of shit.
They're like, no. I will reason my way out of this. Like, he thinks that he's like about to, he's like, no. Just hear me out. I got this. And on that note, that's been the All Serious Subjects Podcast. We love you.
Bye.
You survived another All Serious Subjects podcast, comrade. If your brain isn't at least 3% angrier, smash that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe or we'll politely ask you again next week. Drop your comment demands below, or we'll assume you want why Roomba Vacuum betrays keep you us up at night. Stay defiant, suspicious, and we'll see you in the trenches.